The NLW draft has shaken up the roster here on Metal. They're going to sue you for everything you own.
I don't know who the hell told you were competing here tonight. That's not what I meant when I ordered you to come to the arena tonight. Well, what is it, Commissioner? Because I've been sat at home for months because of your suspension. Do you hate me or something? Is that what this is? Maybe, Joe, maybe I am starting to hate you, and you know what? I am still on probation, so Triple H could pop in at any time and fire me, but I am not gonna let that happen. I said I would embrace the chaos, but if you disobey me, so help me God. What are you gonna do, huh? You gonna fire me? Yes, I'm gonna fire you. That is what this is. You are fired. 3 strikes and you're out, Joe. I've had it up to here with you. You are suspended. You are not allowed here. I have no choice but to fire you. So that's it. You're gonna make an example out of me? I understand. Because I've been talking with Stone Cold Steve Austin, and as soon as you fire me, there is a contract offer waiting on the table for me to sign. So I'm going to give you until next week to decide if you really do want to fire me. Because if you do, that's cool. But I'm signing with the NLW brand and Samoa Joe won't be benched anymore. 1 week. Think about it.
The landscape of Metal has changed indefinitely following the NLW draft, and 2 men making their Metal debuts live tonight are going to battle for a place inside the Elimination Chamber. Seth Rollins goes one-on-one with the returning Shinsuke Nakamura, who will go on to the Elimination Chamber at our next pay-per-view Ungovernable. And speaking of that match, we've got a Chamber qualifying match to kick us off tonight. It's the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock, going up against the rated R superstar who came over in the draft, Edge. And Ken Shamrock not letting up on Edge. Going right after him. Now Edge from behind with a neck breaker. And now it looks as though Edge is going to go in for the kill. Go for the execution. Look at that though. And Shamrock with a belly to belly. And Shamrock taking out Edge. But look at this. Edge has unhooked the turnbuckle, but now Shamrock with the ankle lock. Edge in trouble in the ankle lock. Rolls Shamrock through into that exposed metal. Edge knew exactly what he was doing. The ultimate opportunist strikes again with the spear, and Edge is going to the Elimination Chamber. In his first night on Metal, immediately the results of the draft taking effect here. That exposed steel was enough for Edge to steal the victory and move on to the chamber.
Pete Dunne is a lucky man. Time and time again, he pushed me, he taunted me, he was dead set on trying to make a name for himself. I'm sure the fans in the arena, with 9 times out of 10 bank on the bruiserweight. That's before you pushed your luck. You're at the wrong place at the wrong time. Metal is my kingdom, and the prince had you executed. When I drove by in that car and smashed you in the knee with that sledgehammer, that was a gift. I gifted you an excuse, Pete, because that's what would have happened had we had a match, because I would have ended your career in that ring. This way was quicker. By taking out your knee, you've got an excuse not to face me. Because you can't do your little gritted teeth. You can snap my fingers, jump off cages and impress the cretins in the front row. But when that bell rings, you're now in the ring with the prince, and there is nowhere to hide. I am a patient man. I'll wait as long as it takes. And if you decide to come back, if your knee wasn't destroyed before, it will be, Pete Dunne. Face me at Ungovernable. Hobble your way down that ramp and pray you'll survive.
Heath Slater in the ring, ready for one-on-one competition with another new acquisition in the NLW draft. It is Minoru Suzuki that Heath will... Oh, well. Well, I see Suzuki's protege Bobby Lashley, but no sign of Suzuki yet. And from behind, Suzuki starting this match early with a sleeper, and now look at this. Gotch style pile driver. And just like that, Suzuki secures the win in dominating fashion, but Suzuki's not done. Suzuki not done inflicting punishment, and now holding him there for a spear from Lashley. Lashley cutting him in half. These two are going to be a force to be reckoned with on this show, and I have no doubt that Lashley and Suzuki are looking to take over.
It's been a while since we talked. It's a shame we haven't interacted that much in this company. Now, I'm in that Elimination Chamber at Ungovernable, and I know you've got a match against Moxley, so you're busy. After you have your match, win or lose, at the end of the night, I will be standing as the new middleweight champion, and I'm going to give you, the Olympic gold medalist, the first shot at my championship. All you have to do is channel all of that anger, all of that aggression you have for Jon Moxley, and put it towards Drew McIntyre, for example, John Morrison. Maybe if you soften up the competition for me, I might give you a shot at my championship. Seem to have a lot of confidence in yourself, Edge. That's good, because you're going to need it. The Elimination Chamber, it shortens careers. It puts you through torment. So call me the Elimination Chamber, because I'm going to whip Jon Moxley's ass at Ungovernable. And I don't need your help. In fact, when I beat Moxley, I'll have earned a title match against whoever the champion is. So thanks, but no thanks, Edge. You're on your own. But if you somehow manage to win that championship, keep it warm for me. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
The Intercontinental Championship's on the line. EC3 challenging Sami Zayn, and what a clothesline from EC3. Now on the shoulders. TKO. But Zayn kicks out. Zayn's still in the hunt. Well, EC3 has been begging for a title match for weeks. And last week he attacked Sami Zayn and he took it too far. Now Sami Zayn wants to prove that he is a fighting champion. Look out, Topic on hello. But he just wipes out the rest of the Hollywood crew. The Miz and Sean Spears taken out, but EC3 hiding. EC3 hiding from Sami Zayn. And now in from behind, here comes EC3. But gets out of that headplant driver and the Haluva kick. And Sami Zayn retains the Intercontinental Championship. The Haluva kick was what did it. And EC3 falls to it. Well, once again, Sami Zayn proving the doubters wrong, as he is still your Intercontinental Champion.
Rhino, you won't leave us alone. Everywhere we turn, you're there, trying to get us. You said you love violence, so do we. We thrive on it. We are intense, calculated, crafty. Together, we've got eyes everywhere. If you're near, we can sense it. And we're prepared, Rhino. Prepared for anything that comes our way. Run! Cody Rhodes, you stupid man. You're weak. You're pathetic. I beat you clean in the middle of the ring last week. You even had to get your wife to throw in the towel because you're too stupid to know when you're done. You're finished. Cody Rhodes, I want you to listen very closely. The future of the wrestling business is standing to my right. The Hangman, Adam Page. Ready to unleash his own brand of cowboy woo all over your sorry ass. And Brandy, this one's for you. The real hangman is the hangman, and you can ride Space Mountain any day of the week. Because Cody, you're not a real man. You're a joke and a fraud. Woo!
Well, Ric Flair gets more disgusting week by week, and it's a damn shame what happened last week. Hopefully we hear from Cody Rhodes and his wife Brandy next week. And speaking of unfortunate situations, a couple weeks ago, Nia Jax made an impact here on Metal, attacking Trish Stratus in the locker room. This resulted in some rather serious injuries, which Trish Stratus came out to the ring to address. However, before she could address those injuries, she was interrupted by the newest woman acquired in the NLW draft, the boss, Sasha Banks. Banks said that if Trish Stratus was old news, and the boss was back to deliver some beatings here on Metal and become the women's champion. But Trish said, not so fast, she's not retiring, she's ready to compete. When all of a sudden, Nia Jax from behind once again, attacking Trish Stratus, Sasha Banks fleeing the scene. Clearly, there's a lot going on in the women's division here on Metal, and with the knowledge that Rousey will be defending her title at Ungovernable, who will be the number one contender? I just wanted to say congratulations on retaining the championship earlier tonight. I haven't been on this show in a while, and there's a lot of cool talent that I'm looking forward to working with. And I have to say, I've been very impressed with you when I was over on the other show. I look forward to working with you, kid. I really appreciate the sentiment, Seth. Good luck in your match tonight. And as I said to EC3, if you ever want a shot, all you have to do is ask. A lot of new faces on this show, two of them competing in the main event tonight, Nakamura and Rollins. But next week, even more chaos. The main event will be the final Chamber qualifying match, a 10-man battle royal for a last chance opportunity to qualify for the Elimination Chamber at Ungovernable, plus a brand new episode of Bray Wyatt's Firefly Funhouse. Who is going and entering the Elimination Chamber? We're going to find out right now. It is Shinsuke Nakamura going one-on-one with Seth Rollins. Winner advances to the Chamber. On a night where we've seen numerous shockers, the debuts of Edge and Suzuki and Lashley among others from the draft, as well as the firing of Samoa Joe, we are seeing the landscape on Metal change before our very eyes as we await the arrival of the man who we have not seen since the end of last year, when he was driven off the stage at Enter the Dragon. Shinsuke Nakamura is back, and the King of Strong Style wants to enter the Elimination Chamber, and Rollins wants to challenge him here tonight. Rollins now off the ropes, and there's a sling blade to Nakamura. And now goes for a kick, but there's a spin kick from Nakamura. First time these two met inside the ring was at WrestleMania 4 in the main event. And tonight, they're both fighting for a chance to be in the Elimination Chamber at Ungovernable. And there's a knee, but he misses. Rollins moves out of the way. And now Seth running off the ropes. Nakamura, watch out! Tope suicida from Rollins. Seth Rollins diving through the second rope, wiping out Nakamura, and Rollins is in complete control here. On the top rope, Nakamura in trouble, going for the frog splash, but turned into the triangle choke. There's that MMA experience of Nakamura coming into play. And now look at Rollins trying to get some leverage here, and powerbombs his way out of it. In for the cover, but a kick out from Nakamura. Both of these men have world title experience, but who's going to win out here? What a kick, and what a run! Oh my God, again! That Bomaye knee into the back of the skull, and Seth Rollins isn't moving. Now on the floor, Nakamura knows he's in control. Big time knee to the gut of Rollins. Now places him on the top rope. You know what's coming next. Big time knee, no, he misses. And Rollins can sense that Nakamura is in trouble with a superplex into the Falcon Arrow. Seth Rollins' incredible strength and agility to hold on to that Falcon Arrow. Now waiting for Nakamura. Spring in and oh my good God, a kick. Spinning heel kick in midair. Wipes out Seth Rollins. And Nakamura in control again. Now Nakamura wants to put it away. Awaiting Seth Rollins, but Rollins countering the Kinshasa into the buckle bomb and a frost kick. Is it time for Rollins now to go in for the kill? Curb stomp coming, pops up though into a kick. And a Kinshasa! Nakamura is going to the Elimination Chamber. One knee strike and that was it. What a return victory for Shinsuke Nakamura. Coming off of that injury that kept him out of action since the end of last year, tonight he advances to the final Elimination Chamber. And look at this again, how this match ended. The Kinshasa countered into the buckle bomb, and then this curb stomp turned into that kick, and finally this brutal Kinshasa, and that spelled the end for Rollins. Well, Nakamura is back, and he's better than ever. Seth Rollins gonna have to pick up the pieces of this loss and move forward. But Nakamura, absolutely ecstatic. He will go on to the Elimination Chamber. And as we see Nakamura pose in front of Rollins, are we looking at the next Metalweight Champion?
Mr. Commissioner, I am Attorney Roberts and I represent Mr. Naito here. I understand there's been some discrimination going on against my client. What are you talking about, discrimination? What am I talking about, Mr. Commissioner, is the fact that my client must defend his championship inside of the Elimination Chamber. Surely you see how unfair this is. You see Naito is a serious athlete. He should not have his health risked by competing in a match like this. Not to mention the unsafe working environment in which he is partaking. For instance, being choked out by a supposed fan in disguise. Your negligence means that someone who is supposed to be suspended, Samoa Joe, continues to run rampant despite the fact he shouldn't even be here. That shows you not only have contempt for your champion, you have contempt for this show. Naito will defend his championship, and whatever match I make, that is the law. The law, sir, is that my client only defends his championship when I can guarantee his safety. And since it sounds like the conditions here aren't going to improve in spite of your best efforts to control Samoa Joe, at this point, it won't cut it. We're serving you a notice. Cancel the Elimination Chamber match so Tetsuya Naito does not have to compete in this barbaric structure, or else there will be dire consequences and we will sue to the fullest extent of the law. I bid you good day.